Okay, alright, what I've done is I have been looking for a way to where I don't have to break out a wrench every time I want to tighten up my moxon vise, or whatever kind of vise you want to call this. I think the correct term is a moxon vise, but anyway, what I've been having to do is take a wrench and tighten this nut up because these are fixed and in place. I've got them bolted on the inside there, back behind it. Anyway, I was looking for a way to not have to use this stinking wrench for this stinking bolt, for this nut. So what I decided to do is make me a couple of handles to replace this nut. Not necessarily to replace it, but make it to where I hadn't got to have a darn wrench just to tighten this thing up. So what I came up with is this. You've got a big outside that you can grab, and you got a little inside, smaller inside there, and inside there is one of these nuts. Okay, that way whenever I want to tighten up, and this ain't finished by the way, this is just, I just got the two pieces glued together, and they're pretty stable. Anyway, what you can do is you put it together like that. I'm gonna leave that washer on there. Ooh, that's so much better than a stinking wrench. Unless I clean that hole out a little bit more, it'll go on a little bit easier. But shoot, I'm able to turn it with my finger now, so it's not that bad. Okay, now I got it there. I can start tightening it up like so. But I wanted to do one of them before I started on the other one. Let's see, this one right here isn't quite put together yet. It's not. Matter of fact, I ain't even got it cut out. I just got it kind of grooved out where I want the nut. But this one is for the most part done. All I gotta do is just kind of clean it up a little bit, stain it with some linseed oil, and that's that. Shoot, can't beat that. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, I wanted to get one done first before I started on another one. What I did is I cut out the nut right here. Now it doesn't have to be exact because I put enough darn super glue or Gorilla Glue on there to where, you know, it's gonna sit and move around in there. I put a shim behind the places. I cut this little piece of brass right here and used different shims all the way around it to not only give it more stability, but to also give it, straighten it out and keep it straight, because you don't want your nut sitting in there like, say that's flat, you don't want your nut sitting in there like that. So you gotta have to dig around some to kind of get your nut flat. Well, that's gonna make the hole kind of wobbly. So what you gotta do is you gotta use this piece to shim it up, because it won't stay. There's no way on earth that I'm good enough to and that's straight, by the way, to drill to perfectly egg that out, or nut that out square there, or notch that square there, or what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not an octagon, it's a shape. But anyway, I'll do the same to this as I did to this, and then we'll glue them together like this and put the nut and make sure the nut's in there. But the important thing is to make sure that your nut is kind of sitting straight. And it ain't got to be straight, perfectly straight, but you know, it helps. The straighter you can get it, the better it'll be. All right, so we'll start chiseling on this little nut shape here and go at it. All right, I'm using my Forstner bit to make the hole in the center. If I drill my hole first, because I know it's going to take at least a 1/2 inch hole. If I drill my hole first, that's that much less I've got to cut out with my nut when I cut my space out for my nut to fit into. I don't have to cut this out because I would have drilled it out. Now the Forstner bit does really good about making that size hole and that size hole only. Whatever size hole you're going to make, it's not bad to run, but it will. So you got to be real careful when you start out. And the only other bad part about it is it'll muck up, especially the softer wood really gets into the bit some. So you gotta stop every so often, clean your bit out and clean your hole out. But it's like a grinding wheel. It just kind of grinds that hole open. His teeth are real sharp. Yep. Forstner bits are usually used in drill presses, but I find it works pretty good for what I got to do with it right here. See how fine those teeth are? I don't know if you can see that or not. But when I'm trying to do a hole here, it really digs it out pretty good. Remember, it's not about speed, it's about precision. You can tell whenever it needs cleaning out because you can feel it cutting the wood. When it quits cutting it, then you know. So once I get it cleaned out, we'll look at it. Alright, this is the hole. Does everybody see the hole? I hope everybody can see the hole. Like I said, go ahead and drill that hole out because I know it's going to be, it's going to have to be there for the bolt to go through. And went ahead and drilled that hole out before I notched out from my nut here. And that way I had that much less I got to notch out. Alright, so we'll take this, and I think it's a 1/4 inch on this piece in this way, and I notch it out. It's like a 1/4 inch on both pieces. That way you have nuts on both sides. It's not just this side with the nut flush down in there. You got the nut half in here and half, and half in here. So when they go together, actually it's like that. When they go together, I got nuts on the inside piece and on the outside piece. And when I get them both done, I'll clean them up and I'll finish them. Put some finish on them. I put some finish on them. Yeah. Alright, let's see how it goes. I love this hammer. This hammer I made out of grocery bags, Walmart bags, Lowe's bags, Dollar General bags. It's all plastic. The yellow, that's your Dollar General. Of course, the white and the gray, some of that's your Walmart. Not sure where the brown come from. It comes from a bag or something somewhere. Anyway, this thing is all plastic. I made this with, it's called high density polyethylene. If you look at your recycle, you know, the little recycle triangle, the one with the number 2 in it is your HDPE is what they call it. But I love this thing. It's light, yet it's hard. It's perfect for this. I made it initially. I put a new floor in my son's room, and it's just that vinyl plank stuff, and it fits together. But you gotta just kind of tap it to go along the edge. Well, that's what I made it for, and it worked great. I mean, I just love this thing. But now when I'm doing, you know, just doing some little chiseling here, trying to clean it out, it's hard enough, but it's lightweight enough I can control it, but it's hard enough to actually push things through. So this thing is really, really cool. I really like this sucker. Excuse me. There was once a poet in the late 20th century. His name was Young MC. And he said it best. If you got no money and you got no car, then you got no woman. And there you are. I'll tell you what I did. I said, screw it. I just made my whole round. And where's my nut? Got my nut. Just put it in there like that. I glue it. I think I got it close enough to where I don't need any of the brass shims. I may cut some, put some down in there anyway. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I like as much support in here, and I'll fill the rest of it up with Gorilla Glue. Gorilla. Gorilla, go. Gorilla. Feel like a dentist. Now what I'll do, when I put the glue on, I'll fill up these holes with glue, and I don't know if y'all can tell them down in the recess where the nut is there. I put glue in those, and when they go together, they'll go together like that, see? And it'll act almost like a little nail down in there is what it'll do. It's a plastic Gorilla Glue nail. But like I said, I'll fill that stuff up down there, and then when I go to match them, I'll fill these up also. I don't know why I was so hard up to kind of clean the pencil marks off of this one. It's just going up to there. But anyway, that stuff will get in there, and then make some stuff. This stuff right here, the white, will foam up. And that's okay if you got a big piece of something that you want to do. But if not, you don't want it to foam up, because if not, I mean, I got a little bit of leakage around this one that I've already done, and it's non-foaming. That stuff will expand, and that's good if you got a big piece that you're trying to glue. But if not, the little clear, the Gorilla Glue Clear, works really good. Works really good on this. For this application. There.